Everyone, welcome back to my post on AML technology. Today, we will delve right into the fascinating topic of the world's first AI software engineer, Devin. So, in this post as a whole, we're going to talk about Devin. We're going to talk about the life of a software engineer and what Devin can do to quote unquote replace software engineers. So last month, Cognition, a company, announced that they have built the world's first AI software engineer and named him Devin. Cognition is a startup in the field of AI with the target of applying AI with focused reasoning. A lot of companies recently have been in a rush to build a lot of AI tools in the past few years. Race, as you guys already know, started with OpenAI with the introduction to ChatGPT, which took the world by surprise by storm. And they're continuing to do so with their new softwares, ChatGPT 4 and Sora, the video generating software that they have recently released. We also have Anthropic's AI Cloud 3, which was recently released, quite efficient from what I've heard. And now it's Devin. So, before understanding what Devin is all about and what he can do as a software engineer, let's try to understand the day to day life of a software engineer. So, the life of a software engineer is very complex from what I've heard. The software engineer collaborates with many people, learns many technologies, and follows a process in order to build a complex application. First, he talks to the customer or a client to understand the requirements of the application. Usually, the person who comes up with the idea is not the person developing the application. It's usually a person reaches out to a software engineer or an app developer, and this is where like the software engineer gets the requirements from the client. And this is an iterative process. He goes back and forth with the client uh, in terms of communication to get the requirements. Then he discusses this idea with the solution architect to understand the architecture and design of the application. What I like to say, he basically provides the blueprint before constructing a building. Then he creates a development environment with the required tools and technology. Most of the time, he ends up learning new technology as he builds the application required for the project. And this is what I like to call the most difficult part of software development. It's not a constant thing that a person does on a day to day basis. The field of software engineering is constantly evolving, and it's a responsibility for the software engineer to catch up with new technology and new tools. While learning about the new technology, he will talk to technology experts to solve technical issues as well. So, as you can see, building an application is a humongous task. Many software engineers will be involved in it. It's not just a single person doing the entire task. It's broken down so that the engineers can collaborate with other software engineers to iterate the pieces together, to put the pieces together as a whole. Then, with that being said and done, he provides the draft of the application to the app testers for them to find defects, for them to raise, and him to fix them. From time to time, he needs to report the app development status to the project manager, who is essentially responsible for the whole application. Finally, he deploys the application into production where the end users will start using the application. And if the end users raise any more defects, it's the job of the software engineer to fix those defects. Now you can see how complex the life of a software engineer is. The process, technology, collaborations are very complex in developing an application. Now let's quickly understand what Devin can do here. Devin can automate this process of learning new technology from blogs and the internet and start developing the app from the go on. Remember, this is one of the most complex, difficult, and time consuming tasks there is for a software engineer, and Devin can fix that. And Devin can also build and deploy the app into production service. And finally, he can also fix bugs and potential issues in the code base. That's pretty much it for today's post, guys. Thank you for watching and subscribe for latest updates.